to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, squaring off with another team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense will start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Henry. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sands. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Henry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease, it's Sands. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. Now, that's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can... Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
7, South Florida, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USF's offense will get the ball for the first time. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Bulls in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bulls line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Platt. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14, South Florida.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll do it himself. Quick spin on the run. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll run for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Gets away. He's going to run it. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal caller. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Gonna run it. It's Sands. Picks up the 1st down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Platt. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sands. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He caught it. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but you can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
South Florida, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Brown wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
USF.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The official says no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sands. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A strike downfield. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Offense, quick tempo.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USF.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The sure hands, it's Messer. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Sands. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Catch in the middle, it's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught behind the line, it's Sands. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game.
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the back. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem.
28, South Florida, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Letting off the defender. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
They down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, that was just weird. Quarterback not even looking that guy's direction. Throws it, it gets deflected, and all of a sudden Johnny on the spot somehow is able to make that catch. Great awareness, and then he tries to advance it to make something positive happen. Well done.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with a play fake. Got a man. It's Singleton. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Brown will throw it. Looking for the score. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bulls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Gonna sling it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Brown wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.